Wake up, wake up, wake up. It's the Flow Show, no filter. Back for another episode. Another amazing episode. I see everybody in the building. See Tuck. Get ready. The thoughts, views, and opinions shared on the Flow Show, no filter, are for educational and entertainment purposes only. I am not a professional. I am just good.
Yeah, it's the Flow Show. No filter. 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time, tap in. Yeah, it's the Flow Show. No filter. 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time, tap in. Yeah, it's the Flow Show. No filter. 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time, tap in. Yeah, it's the Flow Show. No filter. 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time, tap in. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. It's the Flow Show, baby. Giving you these thoughts, views, and opinions, making sure backsides covered, no diddy. Shout out to the Wake and Bakers and the Coffee Crew. From YouTube to Spotify, I love all my subscribers. Can't forget about the trolls in the comments. Thank you for putting extra eyes on the content. Yeah, it's the Flow Show. No filter. 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time, tap in. Yeah, it's the Flow Show. No filter. 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time, tap in. Yeah, it's the Flow Show. No filter. 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time, tap in. Yeah, it's the Flow Show. No filter. 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time, tap in.
What's up with everybody? Somebody said they catch themselves singing that song all day. What, the Flow Show? No filter. We can thank C Tuck for that amazing theme song, y'all. I had a amazing, my best birthday weekend of all time. Thanks to Shauna, Clay, and King for starting it off right. And man, I had a ball. Went to the Cavs game. Only thing went wrong is the freaking Cavs lost. But hey, I enjoyed myself. They played hard, and at least they didn't get blew out. But we got a lot to talk about today. I'm waiting for our guy C Tuck. Where you at? Everybody in the chat say, C Tuck, where you at? I need everybody in the chat to say, C Tuck, where you at? Good morning, Island Girl. Let me do a roll call before we get into this Jay-Z war. We got so many things to talk about. Lil Epstein update. And we're going to update everything. I need everybody to say, C Tuck, where you at in the chat? There you go, Jen. I need everybody to say it. C Tuck, where you at? I can't go on to everybody in the chat. Says C Tuck, where you at? Just like Jenna did. What's up, Jenna Bun? Jenna Bun, how was your weekend? Aunt Grandma Kathy, how was your weekend? Island Girl, how was your weekend? Laura, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Oh, there they go. C Tuck, where you at? There we go. Andrea says, C Tuck, where you at? Island Girl said, well, C Tuck, where you at? We about to get started. Let me get ready. Let me make sure my phone is all ready to go. Got an amazing show today. Everybody calling for C Tuck. C Tuck, where you at?
I gotta come on like mystical. Here I go.
Okay. It worked, y'all. Jenna Bunn said happy belated birthday. Grandma had Kathy had a great
Man, Flo,
weekend.
you wasn't on your job, man. How you going? I told you supposed to go to the game and let them know, like, hey, this my birthday weekend. Y'all supposed to win. You ain't, so it ain't all the Cavs' fault. You ain't do your job.
Man,
You ain't let them know. You supposed to be Flo. Let them know.
man, we was late.
Man.
We had stopped, had some mimosas at House of Creole.
Man,
We ended up being a little bit late to the game, but I got there about 10. It was about 9-10 minutes in the first. Like we went super late.
House of Creole food, good as fuck.
Oh man.
And that outside, and it was nice too. So y'all probably able to sit outside.
Yeah, well, we didn't sit outside, but yeah,
When they get
I think
warm
it's
out.
open. Yeah, when they warm up, man, I would. We definitely be back, and we going back to a Cavs game. She loved it, so we going right. We going to another game.
Hey, especially that oop from that Harden through the motor.
Oh my
Dope.
God, that was crazy
Dope.
seeing it in live. I didn't know
Man.
what is Harden doing.
Man, hey, I seen it. I'm like, it was like it was moving faster than the camera. I'm like,
yeah.
then I just see Evan Mobley just jump out of nowhere. That looked like they photoshopped him in the video.
Yeah. They came out flat in the first half. That's all. Like they didn't come out. They didn't. That's all it was. Second half.
It was Donovan first game back too and all that. So
yeah. You could tell. I ain't even worried. And of course, Jared Allen is huge. Now you see how big not having him is.
Yep.
And so, before I go into everything, but the real reason, a big thing was they came out flat, and they didn't come out with a purpose because it was too many shooters. And what's that big dude name? It was too many of them shooting in the first half. We playing the Celtics. They were just throwing you, and they changed it up in the second half. But that's why I said we good.
For sure.
I didn't go away from that game thinking, oh man, we can't mess with them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no. They just got one up. Then
they just got
Jason
one.
Tatum back, so he already got a chip on his shoulder.
Yeah.
So we ain't tripping about it.
Yep. We ain't tripping. But anyway, y'all see Tuck, y'all got him up here. Y'all kept requesting it. So Jenna Bunn said she love mimosas. Oh yeah, we love mimosas.
Hey, for sure. I like the regular ones, but I like the cranberry one.
Oh, the cranberry one? Oh, we
tried
too. The cranberry one. I think I gotta try that one. But we had a peach one.
Them good.
We had I was down them so fast I don't remember. If Shauna didn't like it, then I drink hers too. And she'd get a peach because Shauna like specific stuff. She'd be like,
the motherfuckers creep up on you too.
Hell yeah.
You be like, yeah, oh, this ain't bad. Then you be up there sweating, taking off layers and shit.
So if you're in the Cleveland area, go to House of Creole, y'all. Great mimosas, great seafood. I got steak and eggs. That was good. Just a good time, man. But let's get to this Jay-Z. I mean, we're gonna talk about all kind of stuff, but I thought we would lead off with this little crazy Jay-Z story because it kind of confirms what everybody say about Jay-Z. Now, if you missed it, Michael Dyson, the author, Baptist minister, public figure, had said had kind of compared Kendrick Lamar to Trump in a way, and Jay-Z didn't like it, I guess, and Jay-Z called him to and disagreed with him, but then Michael Dyson came to the internet and talked about it, and to me, he didn't really say nothing too bad, I ain't think, but he said that Jay-Z vigorously argued with him or said he didn't agree with him, and it kind of implied that Jay-Z was aggressive. So after Michael Dyson dropped that video, Jay-Z called him again and told him he didn't appreciate. He made him sound like he was aggressive, and made him come back and drop another video. In this video of Michael Dyson looked like he was scared out of his drawers. Like I said, what did Jay-Z say to this man? So I'm trying to find the original because it's been hard for me to find. Like I'm like, did they scrub the internet or something? Trying to find the original. Okay, here it is. This is Michael Dyson and what he said originally.
And explicitly. Not like us.
Hold on.
Perfect anthem for the present president. For all those people explicitly and explicitly, not like us, is a perfect anthem for the present president. For all those people who think it's so revolutionary, oh my God, not like us, and they're dancing. Why do you think that song was so popular? I was at the Super Bowl when Kendrick Lamar performed on field, and the orange apparition was in the stands. And I didn't see a radical dissimilarity between that song and the theme of this man's presidency. You are not like us. You are, Somalian. You are Ethiopian. You are Eritrean. You are, Mexican. You are whatever. Fill in the blank. You are Haitian. And so to me, that very theme, forget the song. The song is the song.
Okay, so whatever that take is, so first, before we go to Jay-Z scaring him straight for whatever reason, like I said, now, the whole point of me even covering this is just to put on the, to show the point of what everybody makes, where they say Jay-Z is the type that will definitely call you immediately if he don't like something and make you change your stance or put some little pressure on you. What do you even think about what he was saying, though? I don't even really, I understand what he was saying, but it don't move me.
I mean, it don't move the needle for me neither. Even his comparisons, I think, were kind of like way to reach.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how is that song correlating with the presidency for real?
Right.
And it's like you kind of trying to justify a wrong too.
Right.
So so that's a statement that got layers that got to get unpacked about that. But other than that, I wouldn't get upset about it.
Right.
Where I'm
right. Exactly.
calling you multiple times and
so
threatening you and stuff.
So chat and Apple and Spotify and everybody out there. Then after that, Michael Eric Dyson revealed in another video that Jay-Z personally reached out to him and strongly pushed back against Dyson's criticism of how Kendrick Lamar handled the feud with Drake. So they were talking about the feud with Drake and Trump, like kind of all that. He talked about a lot. We didn't have time to play the guy's whole interview or whatever. And so Dyson said that Jay-Z vigorously disagreed with his comments about Kendrick attempting to strip Drake of his blackness during the beef, as well as the pedophilia accusations that circulated about Drake during the clash. This was his, and this was him telling that. This is Michael Dyson.
It ain't that serious, and that's not what's going on. My job as a scholar is to show you that stuff you didn't think was that serious might be a bit more serious than you think. I could be wrong, to be sure. So I don't say it with the kind of arrogance that some of my interlocutors on the internet have suggested. And let me tell you something. A very dear and good friend of mine disagrees with me bitterly. Well, I won't say bitterly, just aggressively and vigorously. His name is Sean Carter, better known as Jay-Z. Now, I don't usually talk about the conversations that Jay-Z and I have because that's between us. That's why we remain friends, because I ain't out here blabbing about what we talk about. But he hit me up and he vigorously disagreed with my particular position. He said it with dignity. He said it with respect. He articulated his ideal intelligently. I responded to him. We went back and forth for a minute, and I shared with him my essay, the 3,000 some word essay I wrote in the Philadelphia paper, where I break down what's going on between Kendrick and Drake. And he was respectful. What I love about Jay is that he's not arrogant, and he's got more reason to be arrogant than anybody we talking to, including myself, on this darn internet, and yet, and social media. And yet he chose to be gracious, vigorous, clear, transparent about his disagreements, but he did not get nasty and vicious with me. So the point is that I'm saying we can disagree with each other and not be nasty. I understand a rap battle is a rap battle, and you trying to exploit your opponent's, if it will, vulnerabilities. But in an age of social media, it hits different when you call somebody a pedophile or when you make arguments about domestic violence. I understand that. It hits different when it resonates in a cultural vacuum or in a cultural arena where the Me Too movement, the progressive ideas of misogyny and sexism and patriarchy have prevailed, where we are far more sensitive and culturally appropriately so, aware of the various forms of hurt and pain that women have to endure, and that gender plays a role that we have historically ignored. All that is true.
Okay, so from that video where he is explaining what Jay-Z called and disagreed with him with, and so on and so forth, after that video, Jay-Z called him again and checked him because he felt like he said he made Jay-Z sound aggressive or something, or like he came aggressive to him. And I don't know if maybe he also felt a way about him even saying that he talked to Jay-Z about, or like Jay-Z's opinion or whatever. I don't know. To me, if Jay-Z called him and checked him about that or whatever, to me that was a little overboard. Like I would have just left that alone. I don't know. But what you think about that?
I mean, it would like just like I was saying earlier, that would have been like even me and him was cool. That would have been like a little conversation where we would have had to like compare notes and like kind of like agree to disagree. But I'm not calling you multiple times about it, and we not about to make no whole ordeal. It really ain't that serious for real.
Right, you Jay-Z. But so what? And then now I'm just gonna play right now. I just want y'all to see his face. Now this is the face when he, after the second check, where he had to come back and just literally backtrack his own statements. Like he had to, like, I'm gonna play the sound, but I just want to see all the look on his face. He had to change, according to this, Jay-Z made him basically change what he said about how Jay-Z called. Like he went from talking about he was vigorous to he was gracious. Like, so he kind of had to literally change what he said. Like he didn't mean what he said. So what's happening is people already have this stigma against Jay-Z where they say, like Piers Morgan, they say behind the scenes, Jay-Z is very much a bully. So things like this kind of add fuel to that fire. So because they were all over the internet like, damn, Michael Dyson is just a Baptist minister. I mean,
But then
what?
again, it's like how you using intimidation tactics to, it's like you that's what it's like he using intimidation tactics to surround himself with yes men. I mean, because
Mm-hmm.
if somebody, I got a bunch of people that like, if they don't 100% agree with stuff that I be saying,
Mm-hmm.
that's cool. I don't 100% agree with a lot of shit that y'all do. Oh well, like if it ain't really like detrimental to nobody health or their household or nothing like that, ain't no need to be getting bent out of shape about it. To me, honestly.
Right.
But who am I?
So check.
Somebody might disagree with that.
Somebody might disagree with that right now and be calling you all kind of
You
names
hear
and
me?
stuff. But my point is this, like things like this, because by this being something so small, and I'm thinking maybe that's even why Jay-Z was mad that he put it out there like that. You know, and I'm not, and that ain't an excuse. I'm just saying that just adds fuel to the fire, Jay-Z, of why people think that you are a bully behind the scenes and you try to play it off. And think about it. If he will do that about a Kendrick Drake beef comment / Trump, these people covering his stories, people like the Breakfast Club, people he can reach out to, imagine what kind of phone calls they might get.
Exactly.
This is some bullshit. This ain't even nothing serious. So if he gonna do it about that, you know he calling if you cover a Rock Nation story or have
Come
an
on now.
opinion about Jay-Z and Beyonce, he making calls and intimidating and shutting people down. So to me, through this story, where this story is just about an opinion that they had that difference of opinions and how it played out, it really adds credence to the people that say that Jay-Z be intimidating people, calling up media people, and all the stuff we kind of been hearing was proven right here. Like Jay-Z will do that. He will get on the phone and then intimidate to the point where, look, this dude had to drop this video.
And Kendrick.
Hold on.
Good morning, my friends. Michael Dyson here. On the way to the funeral of the Reverend Jesse Jackson, a man I knew for nearly 40 years, had a tremendous friendship with. And the reason we were able to maintain and preserve our strong intimacy and bond is because he said stuff to me and I said stuff to him that didn't get to the public ear. I remember once when Kanye posted publicly a text exchange between us that was private, and I was hurt by that. And I'm thinking about that because I've done the same thing to Jay-Z. No, I didn't publicly post a text, but I talked about a private exchange between us that should have remained between us, as it has for the last 20 some odd years. So I want to apologize to him here. Why am I doing it here and not to him directly? Because the old black people said, where you get it is where you get it. Where you messed up is where you fess up. And that's what I'm doing. What was his main disagreement? Look, first of all, it wasn't a call. It was a text. That's what we do. We text about geopolitics. We text about The Godfather and a myriad of topics. That is what our habit is. His main disagreement, when I compared Kendrick in his line, not like us, to Trump in his trying to distinguish himself from others who weren't on the same level. And Jay-Z said basically that was a faulty kind of comparison. One is a rapper, the other is a far more sinister force. And he said, this is what rappers do. They look at the vulnerabilities of and insecurities of their opponent and they exploit them. Why would he know that? Because he conducted one of the most famous rap battles in the history of the art form. And so I mischaracterized him. He said
So I'm gonna play the rest of it, but look at it. Look at his face, man. This dude is scared, man. Look at his face, y'all.
Man.
Jay-Z done made this dude call and make a video apologizing with this face. All
Crazy
because he
work.
said that Jay-Z disagreed with him about Kendrick and Drake and Trump. Like, to me, these are the type of tea leaves that I pick out and start really understanding the truth behind shit. Like, Jay-Z, you really do too much. That's this. Look at this guy, check. See, Tuck. This dude petrified.
Man.
For what?
Sure.
Cause he said that Jay-Z disagreed with him.
Just because y'all didn't, man, that's preposterous.
On some hip hop shit. So now, and I'm gonna tell you, you see, I haven't talked about it much. I didn't put a lot of stock in. Oh shoot. Hold up. Can you hear me, C-Tuck?
Yeah, I still hear you.
Okay. I didn't put a lot of stock in when people used to say like that Jay-Z was intimidating and calling behind the scenes, because the examples that I had was like, okay, well, he made that call, put in that call to Piers Morgan about Jaguar Wright. I'm like, I mean, whether you agree with it or not, she's saying some things where if you might want to say something or get something shut down, like I could kind of see why, even though, you know what I'm saying, I was kind of 50-50 on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, he do it, but then maybe he just do it in within good reason. But I'm still keeping my eye out.
Because she was saying a lot of shit.
Right.
She's still saying a lot of shit.
From this situation, Jay-Z definitely tries to control narratives and will call you up and try to intimidate you if you putting out something that he don't like. Because if he would do this about him, it's bigger than the fucking Kendrick Lamar Drake shit and Trump. It's like, you done called this guy and made him apologize. He done made 3-4 videos about this little bitty topic.
But my thing is, he doing all that for that. Why he ain't doing all that or coming out and having no statements dropped about the Epstein stuff?
Right.
Like that's to me something more severe where I call you multiple times. Like, hey, you tripping. I
Mm-hmm.
call somebody multiple times about that.
So see, Tuck, what you saying is basically, how could you call this man about Kendrick Lamar Drake beef, but you ain't made no calls about being in them Epstein files and try to clear none of that up
Come
with
on now.
nobody?
Come on now.
You ain't said nothing.
Nothing.
You ain't even addressed it. You too good and too big to even address it.
I mean, if that's a reach, man, let me know.
Exactly right. That's what I said. Even if it's a reach, even if it's nothing, you don't. He ain't even put a statement out.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of arrogant. I mean, if and I ain't no damn Jay-Z, but I'm saying like if something came out and they said Flo was in the Epstein in this files and him and Weinstein, something whatever, I'm gonna come out and be like, they're a damn lie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even though it has no chance of being true, I'm still gonna make a statement because that is a huge story that's touching everybody's heart with victims who have not got justice yet. And if your name can come up, you need to address it, whether
And
it's
you don't
real
want to be
or not.
involved with nothing like that. You shouldn't want to be involved with nothing like that.
Right. But you calling it and scaring the hell out of this little minister for an opinion on rap beef and Trump.
Crazy.
I said, Jay-Z, like I said, I was on the fence about if he really was that passive aggressive and bullying behind the scenes. I'm off the fence now. I'm like, shit, if you would do that about that, you damn sure calling people if you don't like the way they covering your Beyonce or Jay-Z story or some Rock Nation skeletons or whatever. And when I dropped that story, people was in my comments talking about I'm about to get a call from Jay-Z.
Oh man.
He got what they call rabbit ears. I don't know if y'all ever heard that saying. Jay-Z got rabbit ears, and that means when anytime somebody say something, you gotta like call them like you gotta defend it or you get butthurt about it. That's what they call people with rabbit ears. It's like they hear everything and they react to everything. So I'm off the fence as far as Jay-Z's and behind the scenes intimidation. He definitely does that. I don't care what nobody say. That's what I took from the story. See, that's what I do different than a lot of podcasters and content creators that do journalism or that are journalists. I don't get stuck on what the actual story is. A lot of times I read people's character through stories. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that they arguing about Kendrick Lamar and Drake and Trump, that don't really mean nothing to me. That is what it is. I'm looking at how Jay-Z handled that. It could have been talking about apples and oranges and grapes. I'm just the same thing. I'm looking at the fact that Jay-Z reached out to this man multiple times to the point where this guy who felt like Jay-Z was a friend, but see, them ain't true friends. You think he think Jay-Z his friend. Jay-Z ain't his friend. See, he think he his friend. That's that manipulation shit. Where Jay-Z make him feel like a friend, but Jay-Z wouldn't have called 50 Cent and checked him about a conversation. You know what I mean? Jay-Z wouldn't have called anybody with real power that he actually respected, whether he liked him or not. Anybody he actually respected, you're not doing all that about. Like that, he didn't say nothing like about a Jay-Z conversation that was like super confidential. Jay-Z, we all since when is your opinion on hip hop confidential?
Right.
Since when is that? Like, since when can't say, yeah, I said that Kendrick stripped Drake of his blackness. Jay-Z disagreed with him, during the beef. When is that cause for calling the person and checking them to the point where I got to come to the thing and apologize? And not only did he apologize, we just didn't get to it because he was long-winded. I didn't want to hear it. But he actually even just changed that he went from saying that Jay-Z vigorously did not disagree with him to like it was all gracious. And it's like, I thought you said he was kind of aggressive and this and that. You know what I mean? But he totally changed all that, which, of course, Jay-Z must have told him, hey, get on there. And it's funny. Like I said, he probably did it because Jay-Z know the narrative, but he don't know that made the narrative sound worse.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He probably was thinking like, damn, they already think that I'm aggressive behind the scenes and intimidating and controlling motherfuckers. Now he say that make it worse. But
And for
then
him
he
to
came
retract
back.
his whole statement,
He can't have his opinion. He had to retract his opinion. How you gotta retract your opinion?
crazy.
So, like I said, the reason why I thought that story was relevant is not because of the Kendrick Lamar, the Trump, the Drake shit. That shit is old news, and it is what it is. I think this story is relevant because there's been a long time. There's been people, regular people like this in the chat, or regular people in my comments, and all the way up to lesser known celebrities or media figures or journalists or any of that have said Jay-Z. This is why a lot of media outlets don't cover Jay-Z shit like we do, because we're going to say what it is. But like, let's say like the Breakfast Club, that's a good example. Let's just use them because that's the main example. That's why if you notice the Breakfast Club, they don't really go hard on Jay-Z. You might not even really hear a lot of the Jay-Z story. They didn't mention that Jay-Z. They didn't really talk about it. They don't really talk. You know what I mean? Like they don't really talk about Jay-Z stuff like that.
No.
But to force Michael Dyson into an apology for that, that's a lot.
No, for sure.
A public apology at that, like that would even have been something that if I did feel away, I would holler at you just to yourself. But you ain't got to make no public apology. I would make sure, like, you don't even got to do that, bro. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, you ain't
I'm
like
just telling you, but it ain't that deep.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying. Even if you're making a point about the conversation being supposedly personal, not public, clear it up personally.
Exactly. I wouldn't even want you to do no
Yeah.
public apology as if it was that serious.
Mm-hmm.
Like it wasn't that serious. You know what I'm saying? It was not that
I mean,
serious.
he could have just made a statement like, "Yeah, I apologize about the previous videos. That was a personal conversation. Blah blah. I look to no longer cover any more anything pertaining to that subject," and left it at that. And they could have cleared up whatever they had to do behind closed doors, like they were supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
Supposedly.
Yeah, man. So yeah, Jay-Z, you ain't beating them intimidation allegations, bro. That shit showed it right there. I don't care what nobody say. That right there showed that Jay-Z, you got rabbit ears. And that's why he mad that I'm gonna say it again. That is why he was so pissed that Dyson shared it. I'm telling you, that's me. I don't know, like that's me speculating. That ain't no, I didn't get that from a source. I don't have no hardcore evidence, but I really believe that Jay-Z was really mad that he shared that Jay-Z called him and was vigorously denying him, and because it painted that picture that people have about Jay-Z behind the scenes. That Jay-Z don't like to show that. He don't want to be known as that. But this just showed it that you will call a motherfucker. So
yep.
With that being said, we can put that to bed unless you got something else to say about it, C-Tuck.
Oh no, we pretty much covered everything we can about that.
Yeah, so Jay-Z, you do be intimidating motherfuckers. That's my point of this. Even in the people in the chat, anybody, listen, my whole point is this is an example of Jay-Z intimidating motherfuckers. Y'all can argue and we can argue about every other point. You can disagree and agree with this and that, but I don't even care about nothing else. What I took from this story is I finally have hardcore evidence that Jay-Z is very intimidating and controlling behind them scenes when it comes to you mentioning his name. That's all. That's the only part I care about. I don't care about the Trump part, the Drake part, the Kendrick part. I see somebody, I didn't see it. D said, you don't think you know Michael Eric Dyson. He do not scare that easily. Denise, with all due respect, whether he was scared or not, that ain't even, I don't even care about that. I'm just being honest with you. All I'm saying is the part that I'm focusing on, because it's relevant to this, to Epstein, it's relevant to Jay-Z being in the Epstein files, it's relevant to everybody who's been saying that behind the scenes, Jay-Z has been intimidating not just witnesses, but journalists. This is an example that Jay-Z will intimidate or try to control people when it comes to his name. That's all. That's the only point I'm trying to make. And that's the only point I really want y'all to focus on, because that's the only point that's relevant to what we continue to cover. We're going to hear more about Jay-Z. We're going to hear about more of the Epstein files. We're going to hear more about Jay-Z maybe getting caught up in some other stuff. And so this reoccurring theme that Jay-Z intimidate people behind the scenes, we need to pay attention to it. And when and as we go forward and we hear about it, we can go back to this scenario and say, here's an example where they wasn't even talking about nothing serious, and Jay-Z had this man apologizing, changing his story, dropping 50 million videos about a small subject. So that's all I want us to pay attention to, because that is very relevant to us going forward as we cover more of this Epstein stuff, this Jay-Z, Diddy, and all of that. A lot of stuff that people been saying, man, is turning out to be true. Like I said, I don't just jump with the wave. So I wasn't really riding the wave that Jay-Z be really super intimidating behind the scenes, because I didn't have nothing that I felt was strong enough evidence. But this is it right here. To me, like, because I know if Jay-Z would have, I would say, man, don't be calling me with that bullshit, man. The fuck? We got Iran wars. We got Epstein files that you ain't talking about. And you calling me about Kendrick Lamar and
the Super
Drake
Bowl
from last year?
Yeah.
Nah, bro.
It's bigger fish to fry out here, man.
Yeah. So come on, C-Tuck, what you got for us, man, on topic number 2, man? What's been going on?
Man, I don't know if you heard or not, man. They gave old girl the $2 million bond.
The Cleveland one?
Yeah, man.
$2 million bond?
She shouldn't have got no bond at all.
Hell no.
They should have just
ahead.
appointed. They should have appointed her to the damn firing squad or some shit.
Yeah.
Hey, she ain't deserve no bond.
So give the people, for those that don't know what you're talking about, C-Tuck. Some people might not even know the story.
So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, so for the ones that don't know the story, I'm referencing the 2 little girls that was found dead in suitcase or dead unalive in suitcases
in Cleveland.
In Cleveland, Ohio. Last Monday or something like that. Last week. So community rallied together. Then it turns out it ended up being their own mother that did it. So they ended up arresting the mother. They like cleaned out the house, gathered whatever evidence they needed. So they ended up charging her with endangering children and murder. Mm-hmm. And then Friday, I believe it was, they issued her a $2 million bond.
So yeah, y'all, that story has went national. I don't know. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, no, for sure.
Everybody covering. So yeah, we talking about the story where there were 2 young kids discovered in suitcases, like C-Tuck said, and they found out the mother did it. Which, did you ever find out how they found out the mother did it? Did she confess? Did they see her on camera? Did they just have undeniable evidence?
I think that it was evidence.
Okay, I wonder what do you know yet? They haven't shared that?
They didn't.
I haven't seen it. That's why I asked.
Yeah, no, I haven't seen it. I haven't seen where they went in depth about it.
Okay.
So I'll be on the lookout for that, but I ain't seen where they really, because it's just everything just unraveled and been happening so fast.
Yeah. Cause Shauna, I noticed that because Shauna had asked me, like, well, how did they know it was how did they find out? And I was like, you know what? They didn't even say. I just know she was arrested.
Yep.
So you know they got hardcore evidence the way they did it. It
For
wasn't
sure.
even though they just went and got her. So we, like you said, keep an eye on that. But
Then there
anyway,
was another kid that they removed from the home too, and they with Children Family Services.
okay, good. But like you said, the kid, the mother got a $2 million bond. I don't think she should have had no bond, but I'm gonna tell y'all one thing: Cleveland is not the richest city in the world, and a $2 million bond, I'll be surprised if she get out.
Right.
Like $2 million bond is like a $2 billion bond in Cleveland. But just for the sake of a perspective and how it looks and perception, she shouldn't have got no bond. You don't
Right.
deserve a $40 million bond on no shit
Yeah,
like that.
that's too egregious, man.
Now, one side note that's a sad part of that story, and this is for Mila or Mila, and what was the other Amor? That was the other
Yeah,
girl name. They were between, what were their ages again? Do you remember?
it was 10 and 8.
10 and 8. Now, another side note backstory to that is, and a lot of people don't know this, and it's funny, when it comes to dads, sometimes we could be a little numb, but the father of, I believe it was Mila, the father of one of those kids, I believe it's Mila or Mila, it's Mila, says that he had been fighting with the courts for 5 years,
Man, he trying to get his kid, bro.
trying to get his kid. Didn't
Doing
know
like
what was going
emergency
on,
filing for emergency custody. They
filing for,
ignoring them.
and
He
they
ain't
ignoring.
getting like no appointments or nothing.
Yeah,
And
y'all, we got
then
to
the
give
other one,
dads. Hey, y'all, we got to give.
her father been locked up for the last 8 years, but his family been reaching out to her to try to to like try to see the kid. And every time they get a line on her, she change her number and move. But
Man, who?
I hope the fathers sue the fuck out the county for real, because
Mm-hmm.
they really failed them kids.
Yeah, and
And it always be like that when it come to fathers, bro. Like, you got the real life fathers that really try to be a part of their life, and they always get fucked around for real, or have to
mm-hmm.
jump through hoops that just because they want to be a parent, and they want to be an active part of their kid's life, and that shit ain't cool.
Right, right, right,
Especially for the ones that look like us.
right,
Like,
right,
we
right.
always get the short end of the stick.
I was gonna say, and that's what I say, man. We gotta give dads. We gotta give dads a little more credit, or a little more power, man, in this system. Like we do, somewhere, somehow. And this is a good example of it. 5 years, this dad fighting for emergency custody, nothing happened,
For his
and
own kid.
for his
Like,
own kid, and now that kid ain't here no more. And I would, I would tend to believe if the kid was with the dad, that kid would still be alive. I just believe that. You know, I could be wrong, but I think that kid would still be alive had
for
the dad
sure.
got custody of that daughter. And at the very least, um, it's a sad story. But me being a black father,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, we get played. We get treated because there are a lot of fathers who don't give a shit. There are a lot of fathers in this world. There are a lot. I know them. I see them. But you can't treat all of us like that, and we all get treated the same. We get treated like, as black fathers, and I've been through it. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? I went through all kind of shit, and I've been there from the beginning, for mine. And we don't have much say so. We don't get treated seriously. It's bad. And
Yeah.
I tend to not, you don't hear me complain about it much, because it's like, shit, is at this point it's almost seems like not much we can do about it. But when a story like this comes up, it hits me
Something
even
got to be done.
harder, because
Yeah.
I know what that black father went through
Mm-hmm.
and how he got treated. The courts look at us as irrelevant. No matter, the
Yeah.
mama could be on crack, they still gonna they still gonna put the mama over us. And that's just the truth.
Yeah.
And something needs to change with that. As this story is a good example of that. Like, and this father been fighting for this daughter emergency custody and filing stuff and fighting and filing and getting absolutely nowhere. And then this daughter ends up in a suitcase. The system failed that girl. We got a system in place to keep that girl safe. And the system failed because of its biases against fathers. Because I'm speaking for black fathers because I'm a black father that went through it. But I do know white fathers that have the same gripes.
No, for sure.
My lawyer who helped me do a lot, he became a lawyer who fights for fathers because of what he went through. He white. So I ain't even saying, so that's why I really say it's just dads in general.
Period. Yeah.
I'm just speaking for black fathers because I am a black father and I know from my experience personally.
Right.
So yeah, man, that story for her, that made me even more sad, man, when I heard that part of it. Cause if you remember when it first happened, I was like, where the dad?
Yeah, everybody
where the grandma?
was.
I'm calling them out.
Was.
Show you we keep it real. We were calling out the dads. Where they at? You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So like, where were they at? How do they not know what's going on? And then we find out this. They've been hiding and keeping them kids from the dads and the family. And who knows what she was doing with these daughters. You know what I'm saying? To have them hidden like that, and then eventually they did. Like, was she trafficking them? You know what I'm saying? Was she? You feel me? Like, what? Yeah. Something was going on for her to be feeling like she had to keep these daughters hidden from their families and their fathers. Yeah. It's a sad story, man. Just a very, very, very extremely sad story. See, Tuck, what you think, man?
No, for sure. 100%, man. 1,000% agree with you. Like, it gotta get better.
Yeah, we gotta get better. We gotta do something about it, man. We got a lot of dads who care a lot about their seeds and their kids too, and we gotta really approach these things with a listening ear and be open and not just shutting down dads because we just everything go to, because some of these we got a lot of great moms out there. I got a great mom, love my mom. You know, it's a lot of great moms out there, but there's some moms out there that don't need to be moms.
For sure.
And we need a system in place that can weed them out too.
Yeah. And it'd be crazy because them same moms still be getting celebrated on Mother's Day and shit.
Mm-hmm.
You don't be hearing no real man up there like, oh yeah, I'm the mama and the father. No, like we don't be doing all that shit.
Yeah, we need to get fair. So we see Tuck say you're gonna keep us updated on this story as it develops. What else you see in the news?
Sure. I seen where they done sent the damn. It was like I think that's an E-86 plane or something, like the little doomsday plane.
Yeah.
Sent that motherfucker over to the Middle East.
Mm-hmm. So like nukes is on the table at this point. Is that
man, what I'm hoping not, but they doing a lot. I don't know if you seen the footage where they blew up the U.S. blew up the oil depot in Iran.
No, I didn't see that.
Man,
tell us about it,
bro. They done sent missile strikes, blew up this oil depot that was in Iran, but they showed like video footage, like it was this person driving on the freeway. All you seen was just black smoke, just going up in the fire and black smoke. That's all you see, just shooting high up in the sky. They said the smoke went so far up in the sky that it started raining, and when rain came down, it was black. I'm like, man, this, and then we already starting to see it. Like shit, last week gas was like 2 something. I went and got gas yesterday. That shit $3.49.
Damn.
For the 87.
It went up to $3.49 like that.
Man,
last time we got gas, we fill up probably like once a week, and last time we filled up, it was like it was 2 something. I remember. Man, so you saying that went to $3.49?
That shit was $3.49 yesterday.
Man, everybody in the chat, put y'all. How much is gas where you at?
They said, yeah, in California, they shit $8.
Damn, look at this. Everybody put what gas is in the chat right now so we can know what the hell going on. Lazy Baby said gas in California is $8. Creepy Little Beach says it's $2.98 in Florida right
Hey,
now.
Florida is like looking real appealing, man. I heard they was about to pass a bill where they eliminating property taxes out in that motherfucker.
Damn, she said last year it was $3.80. So Florida, I don't know what the hell. Is DeSantis still the man? Still the
I think so.
Okay, so DeSantis, I don't know what he doing, but he keeping y'all gas prices down. Hold up. At least said in California, it went from $3.79 to $7.95.
Man.
The South Fitness, is that the South Fitness or Finest? Let me see. Okay, the South Finest says $3.59.
$3.59 in South Carolina.
Woo!
See? North Carolina $2.97.
D says
So it ain't
Denise
hit.
said gas went from $3.19 to $3.75 in a week. That's a big jump.
Man, come on now. Shit, and then they doing this like coincidentally now it's
I'm about to be
warm
jogging to
outside.
the gym.
It's getting warm outside. It's daylight savings time. Shit, motherfuckers about to be putting these cars out. Them cars got 93 in them motherfuckers. So you know what I'm about to be. That's a $75 trip to the tank.
Damn. So when do we think these gas prices gonna go down or anytime soon?
No, as long as they still doing all that over there, shit, that's gonna have the same ripple effect like the tariffs and all of that shit.
Damn. Newsom. Got creepy little bitch just said Newsom. 445. The South Finance says no time soon. 445. Grandma Kathy say 445 in Seattle. Went up about 80 cents.
Woo.
Basically $1.
Yeah.
You might as well say $1 a gallon. That 20 cents. Hey, look, that 20 cents gone.
Man.
That 20 cents from $1 is gone. So you might as well say $1. Wow, y'all. Now see, now one thing I like about me having a job where I don't have to be driving all over the place is when shit like this happens. Because I literally, that's crazy. Think about the people who, and some of y'all or whoever that drive like a nice distance, because there's some people that drive a nice distance to work. This cuts into their money like for real.
Mm-hmm.
You talking about $1 a gallon? Average tank hold about what? 20 gallon? How much is the average tank?
Average tank range anywhere from like 15 to 18. That's on average.
15 to 18 gallons?
Yep.
So you talking about damn near, just say round numbers, $20. It's affecting $20 a fill up.
Mm-hmm.
If that maintains in a year, you talking about an extra $100 or more. I mean a month. You talking about an extra $100 or more gone in a matter of just because we in war, and now you got to pay $100 or more a month just because of that.
Yep.
You wasn't counting on that. We already trying to fight with the inflation that we already dealing with.
In the grocery stores and all that other shit.
You said what? Yeah, the grocery prices. So I'm glad, and this is another thing while we talking about it, because this give me a sense of what's going on. And my dog grooming salon. Oh, perfect. Creepy little bitch. She said she has 7 acres and her dog grooming salon is on her property. See, that's a beautiful thing, man. Because at least you can eliminate what they doing with this gas. Because you can't eliminate groceries. You gotta have groceries. Which one day I do want to have a farm though. Like, this is my dream, y'all. And I'm like, we want to get our property, and I want to have a staff, because I know I don't know how to farm. And we don't want to have to, but I want to have a staff that farms and buy my own produce and my own chickens and whatever, and vegetable and grow it, and just have a staff that comes, farm my shit.
Yeah.
And so I have my own food from scratch. That's my dream.
No, for sure. That's what I want to do too. I want to have my have like a copper garden too.
Okay.
Have it like copper line. That'll help it grow.
Oh, okay.
Everything like that.
Yeah. Because then, man, not only is you getting fresh food, but I'm sure the cost I'm sure the cost would have to be cheaper. I'm sure
Yeah.
it would have to be cheaper. You don't need 1 million people. You wouldn't have to hire that, you know what I'm saying, 1 million people. And then I'm sure the actual, you know, materials, when I say materials, I mean like the chickens and the vegetables and whatever,
Yeah.
all that shit you need. I'm sure that, you know what I'm saying, is relatively cheap. You buying it straight seeds and, you know, I mean, whatever. So, yeah, that's my dream, because that's why I like working from home, because I just try to like insulate myself as much as possible from all these up and downs that we go through in this world. You know what I mean? Like this
Yeah.
gas shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
boom, an extra dollar for across the board is damn near $1 more. You know what I'm saying? Just overnight. Like I said, just when you telling me, I didn't even know last time we filled up, it was 2 something.
Yeah.
So it filled up in the new 3, whatever you saying it is now.
Yeah.
That means like a $50 fill up, then damn near went to 70.
Yeah.
Damn.
Pretty much.
Look at this. Look at the South Finest say. This is what I'm talking about. The South Finest says, I drive a Yukon XL and it was $80 to fill up. Now I'm at $95.
Told you.
$100.
Told you.
Y'all.
Man, you want to get a bicycle.
He said oil company price price gouging.
Yeah, they definitely.
Yeah, we gotta
would.
get at least a SUV at least. Definitely, I'm gonna hit you up. Send me a DM and let's see what we can make happen for sure. This is the time, so definitely hit me up. Let's see. They say they just keep chipping away. Creepy Little Beach says, "Yep, my hubs became disabled. Get him a greenhouse and chickens. He can't walk well at the moment, so I got him a golf cart, and off he goes. That's great.
Oh
Creepy
yeah,
Little
no,
Beach.
that's dope.
That's dope. I'm glad. Yeah, I'm glad to hear that, and thanks for sharing that. That's the type of shit I like to hear.
Yeah.
I really like to hear stuff like that. How we can overcome this stuff and still make it comfortable for each other. You know, it's always a way. It's always a way. You just gotta think and work through it. But I like to hear Creepy Little Beach. Thanks for sharing that. What you think about that?
No, that's dope.
Yeah, that's dope, baby.
Shit, she got 7 acres. Shit.
He's zooming.
Yeah, he got it. He got to go.
Yeah. No, that's dope. That's dope. Let's see. Somebody said hey, I want an electric bike.
Man.
Indigenous girl says we ride electric bikes. Hey.
No, I want the bike with I just want like a nice little bike with the fat ass tires.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it can be a pedal bike. Let me get my reps in and shit. I move through that motherfucker. You be driving up and down the street. You fuck around, catch me on the freeway. See Tuck on 480 on the motherfucking bike.
For real.
He coming up the shoulder fast in the motherfucker.
I told you shit last time. I just jogged. Hey, look, I jogged from it before, but that might be my thing. I might be jogging to the damn gym fooling with these gas prices.
Man.
I'd rather burn my own energy. My own energy is a lot cheaper than this gas.
Right.
And I do a cool down anyway. I jog about 1.5 miles on my cool down. That's about the distance from me to the gym anyway. But yeah, this is crazy. See, Tug, you just I ain't trying to fill up, but shit, it might go up more. And that's the thing.
Yeah.
We just at the beginning.
It's the start of it.
Yeah, we don't know how much more it's gonna go.
That was yesterday. It might have went up today. I'm gonna see when I'm driving in to work today if the prices and change.
Yeah. So y'all, we gonna keep an eye on these fucking gas prices, man. It is what it is, but y'all, we getting to that part. I know he ain't saying it's $9 in PR. I know Johnny Gonzalez, you saying 9 in PR? Are you saying that's the time? Or that ain't how much gas is? I know it ain't. Gas ain't no $9 in PR, I don't think. I think you saying it's 9 o'clock in PR, Johnny, or what?
Because $9 is crazy.
Yep, everybody. I see everybody. Hey, look, one thing I like about our chat and our community, they know our schedule. Look, we be out. We all got our schedule set for this show at a certain time. And sometimes it lets me know when we come into an end, because I see people, I'm like, oh yeah, we at that time. So y'all, another quick good show. This show went by fast. I would do feel like it went by fast to you, see?
No, for sure, especially with daylight savings time.
Yeah, with daylight savings time, this whole hour is crazy. So y'all know what we about to hear. Hey, C Tuck, you been working on lining up some beats and getting some beats together for the EP? The Flow Show No Filter EP?
Yeah, no, I got
Okay.
I had some stuff I was already working on and stuff too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So y'all, we gonna be coming with that EP soon. The first Flow Show No Filter podcast soundtrack, Volume 1. Be looking out for it. Let's cue it up. My favorite song. People said they be hearing this song all day in their heads.
Yeah, it's the Flow Show. No filter. 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time, tap in. Yeah, it's the Flow Show. No filter. 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time, tap in. Yeah, it's the Flow Show. No filter. 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time, tap in. Yeah, it's the Flow Show. No filter. 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time, tap in. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. It's the Flow Show, baby. Giving you these thoughts, views, and opinions, making sure backsides covered, no diddy. Shout out to the Waking Bakers and the Coffee Crew. From YouTube to Spotify, I love all my subscribers. Can't forget about the trolls in the comments. Thank you for putting extra eyes on the content. Yeah, it's the Flow Show. No filter. 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time, tap in. Yeah, it's the Flow Show. No filter. 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time, tap in. Yeah, it's the Flow Show. No filter. 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time, tap in. Yeah, it's the Flow Show. No filter. 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time, tap in.
As a matter of fact, shout out to whoever made that track. Who made that beat? Shout them out.
Oh yeah, that's my homeboy Dayshawn. His name.
Give him a shout out.
His name on Instagram is Since 2008.
Since 2008?
Yep.
Check him out, man. He made that beat. That beat smooth. Tell him I said that beat smooth as hell, boy.
Oh no, for sure, for sure.
So other than that, y'all, another beautiful show. Thank you to everybody out there. Lazy Baby, my girl Denise, Laura, Creepy Little Beach, Elise, Desi. I don't know if I said my boy Johnny Gonzalez and all the rest of the crew, and of course, our grandma Kathy. I appreciate all y'all. C Tuck, any final words before we get the fuck out of here?
Everybody have a safe and wonderful day per usual. We'll see y'all tomorrow, the same time, same place.
And as always, we love y'all. We got work to do. So we